Hello and welcome to Amby Marie Knits, episode 133. Of course, my name is Amber. Welcome to my crafty channel where I talk about what I've been making, usually something yarn related. Happy December. Today is December 5th, 2025. I hope you are enjoying watching or doing Vlogmas, whichever one you do. Okay, whatever. I said that. So I am doing Vlogmas this year. So if you want more day-to-day updates of what I've been making or want to see my countdowns, I have the Turtle Tide by Pineapple Yarns and I have Sweet Treats by Hot Knit. If you want to see those every day, go check out my Vlogmases. I've been uploading them at 6 a.m. the next morning, 6 a.m. Central Time, because that's what time zone I am in. So I do have a finished object. I have some new cast-ons. I don't remember if I've mentioned this or not, but you know, if I don't work on something for a while, it goes away. So the baseline cardigan, I'm not saying I'm never going to make it, but not right now. And that Into the Hoods make along, yeah, I frogged that. Just wasn't into it. So that leaves me wide open for gift knitting. And we're definitely getting some of that done. But before we jump into what I've been making, just in case this is all you're here for, is the giveaway. Remember the skein of yarn? Somebody's gonna get this. So we had, it says I had 32 comments. I don't know if all those were the total or with my replies. I don't know, it doesn't matter. So let me go to record so you guys can maybe see this while I do it. There we go. And the winner is I Cherish Crochet and Knit 309. So if you would please message me on Instagram and let me have your address and you get a skein of fingering weight yarn. Yay, that's exciting. So really happy to be able to do a giveaway like that. So that way somebody else can enjoy, especially this yarn, Pretty Twisted Yarns. She's not dying right now. Maybe she will in the future. I can hope so. She got some medical stuff going on, but this is precious. So really excited, Lori, for you to get this. So just message me and we'll get that set up. So that's the giveaway. I don't think I have any more admin-y type stuff except for, you know, watch Vlogmas if you want to. So let's go on to what I have done, because I feel like I've gotten a lot done in the past week. Maybe I haven't. I'm not sure. You tell me. So finished objects. I finished fingerless gloves. These are a gift. This is the Night Watchman pattern by, it'll be there. Pretty cool. So there's two. I'm only gonna put on one. They're way too long for me, but the recipient wanted really long gloves. And they're just a 2x2 rib with a thumb. So pretty nifty there. So I got that gift knit done. So that's 2 gift knits officially done, because you saw the Sophie scarf simple thing last week. So I got those done. Then other stuff that I've started, we're gonna stick with the gift knits, and then I'll show you what I'm making for like a mystery knit along with minis and stuff. So the next one is viral patterns. Just happened to get on Ravelry one day and it was in the top whatever, and you saw these stripes and you're like, ooh, what's that? It is the Sailor Slippers by name here. First one, it's been done for a while. These are felted slippers. No, I'm really not making a slipper for a giant. These will go in the wash and they will shrink up. I haven't really felted stuff probably like 10-15 years. Like there for a while. Made slippers and pot holders and bags, like all sorts of stuff was felted. Not so much now. But yarns used. The white is Cascade 220, non-superwash. This color and this color are Ella Ray Eco Wool, Classic Wool, something like that. This is a teal color. This is called Boysenberry. So first one is done. These are crazy fast. It uses like size 11 needles. It's awesome. Second one is mostly done. Hold on. So this morning before I started my Zoom, I was like right here. And I did all of that and all of this. So we're here. I've just got to do this much, sew it together, weave in my ends, and do an I-cord edging here. These may get washed this evening. We will see. If you'd like to know on that, go watch Vlogmas and you'll know. But that's kind of my plan, is to get these, because they're going to take forever to dry. I probably could put them in the dryer. Depends how they felt. Like I said, I haven't felt it in a very long time. So we'll see how this ends up. But I'm really happy with the pattern. I actually wish I had more non-superwash in my stash because I need a pair for myself. So we'll see what happens there. So that's that whip. Next up on the gift knitting, y'all, this one's wild. So pair of socks for a family member. Remember Pretty Twisted Yarns? I dug in to some Pretty Twisted Yarns. This isn't the skein. Laser lights. This was part of the super secret society of self-striking sock knitters club she had for a minute. Let me tell you, perfect. Just perfect. You ready? I finished one sock. You guys ready for this? It's amazing. This better be my screenshot. I will make this my screenshot. Okay, so this is the Lurex base. I don't remember the actual name of the base. I don't really like Lurex. Like, I don't like knitting with it because I hate it because it's the one that's a ply. So Stellina is like spun into the yarn. Lurex is one of the plies, and I don't like how it feels on my finger, but it's worth it. Because look at this. Pattern. Top down sock. I used Summer Lee's Weekend Shorty patterns for the heel because I actually did a heel flap and gusset. I'm sorry if you can hear the dog. He is sad right now. Not my dog, neighbor's dog. But I'm sorry, this just makes me happy. Like 10 times I'm happy. So it came with mini and the sparkle on the black. Oh, it's so good. So I did have to do a little bit of color management. So I did this and I wanted to put the heel in the middle of the black. The toe, I did all of one of this portions, and then I actually had to grab a little bit more because I wanted to do straight the black on the toe. I didn't want to do this. I'm trying to get 2 pairs of socks out of this. This is like 28 grams left. So if I grab a mini, I don't really have any more sparkle minis. No, I lied. I found one. Keep an eye out for what I'm going to do with this one because I'm going to make another pair of socks out of this for another gift. So yeah, but I know I'm just like, and this sparkle shows up on camera. It looks like the night sky and a rainbow. Like, I love it so much. So these, how fast I got these done? Mind you, they have a short here. I started these on the 2nd and I finished them last night. So I started in the morning on the 2nd and then I finished them on the 4th. Because if I want to, I can knit a pair of socks in 2 days. I can knit a sock in 2 days. Not a pair. I'd rather not do a pair in 2 days. Like, could I? Maybe, but I would like to, I don't know, read a book or eat or something. So there's that one. Of course, for when you finish a sock, you have to cast on the 2nd sock unless you're a 2 at a time or a tandem knitter. I used to be tandem on socks. I just haven't been lately. I don't know why. But this is how far we got here, and it's all tangled up, but it is 2 rounds. That's it. Goal today is to get the cuff done. If I can get the cuff done today, I will be happy. And then we have one other whip that I've been working on actively, and that is the, don't laugh at me if I try and say this, spelled here, Intangental. I'm just physically incapable of making my mouth make those words, or those syllables. It's whatever. But it is the Mystery Shawl Knit Along by Renee Strauss. Having some problems with it, but I'm still liking it. So I am about halfway done with day 5. So, fun little stitch marker my sister made me, or one of the kids. But okay, so it started here. And these are random minis. We'll talk about that here in a minute. So it started here with this crescent. Looks really nice. And now we're going, off the side of these short rows. I could even put it on a bigger needle, but I'm afraid to stretch it too much. But yeah, so that's where we're at. So, the fun thing I had on this is, where is my, hold that thought. So here's my bag full of minis I'm using. So I had a set of row 1 minis from Western Sky Knits. So I had those, and then I think most of the rest of the stuff in here, maybe not all of most of it, is some 10 grand minis from Casual Fashion Queen. They're beautiful. I love them so much. Problem I ran into is the yardage difference between these two is pretty extensive because, let's see, this one is the Western Sky. This one is Casual Fashion Queen. This one is the Row 1 Mini. And then these two are Casual Fashion Queen. The problem I ran into, and I don't know, you can't quite tell, you can kind of tell here. I ran out. So I did the math, and these ones are only like 35 grams or so. I think it's just a plumper base. Not 35 grams, 10 grams, 35 yards. Like, they're less yardage. I don't know how many yards are in these, but there's less. This one's a little bit thinner, I think. Oh, did you see that little bit of speckles there? That's pretty cool. So I've been running out. And I hemmed it hot. I didn't want to start it over. I didn't want to use different yarn. I really want to use these yarns up on this. I really am enjoying the knit. I love the garter. I love the drape and the texture, even with the two different bases. Like, I'm happy with this. And then I'm just like, do I start over? Do I pick a different skein? Like, what do I do? And you know what? I'm just rolling with it. I'm just going to keep going. So, like, if I run out, I'm just going to start sooner. I don't think it's going to ruin the short rows. It's like, you can barely tell. And I was going to do just random pick one every day. I did decide to kind of fade the colors a little bit. So after this reddish color, I think, I have to double check, but I think the next one's going to be this orange next. And then we're just going to, whatever I feel like, to fade them in. But yeah, isn't it pretty? I think it's going to be awesome. Very excited with this. So, sorry, that was a lot of talking about that one, but there was a lot going on with that. So, let's check my notes. I do have a lot more gift knitting going on. I just haven't started them yet. I do have that other pair of socks that I'm making, the Lemonade Shop. I haven't been working on those because those aren't a priority. I was trying to get them done, and I'm just like, no, let's prioritize the gift knitting stuff, and then we'll go back to a regularly scheduled program. So that is all of the things that I'm currently making. I still need to make another pair of fingerless gloves, another pair of socks. I got a couple things to sew and another present. So once I get all those made, then I have something big, but we're going to talk about that next Friday. We're going to see what I can get done this next week, because then I have a really big Christmas present that I haven't started that I'm going to see if I can get done in a very short amount of time, but we'll check in with you on that later. We're going to see what happens. So that is all of the active making. Did not spin this week, maybe for like 8 minutes. Not enough to show. So next up, we are going to do acquisitions because I do have some. So Fangirl Fibers had their Black Friday sale, and since I sampled it, of course I'm going to get some stuff. Interestingly enough, I bought stuff Friday morning, got it on Monday. Tuesday? I don't remember. One of those days. Got it way too soon, like way earlier than I would have anticipated getting something. I have another order that I'm getting maybe this Monday. I'm hoping it gets here tomorrow, but we'll see. It's in Oklahoma City right now, so it could happen. So you ready to see what I got? She had an $18 a skein sale. So I got 3 of these. Now, this is not actually going to work what I thought it was going to work with. It's going to be a vest for a present, but this is not a jewel tone. So I am going to either confirm with the recipient, because this one isn't going to be a surprise, if they would wear this color. And if they won't, I might over dye it with a little bit of black to darken it up a little. I mean, it's pretty green. It's not. Okay, could I wear this color? Maybe. It's not my jam though. But it is called Lose Your Way. It is part of the now playing Fangirl Fibers Studio playlist. And it's on the 80/20, 400 yards. So, yeah, it's pretty. It'll be something cool regardless. And then the other one I got was this. So this is called Haunted Days. This is on the 100% Merino DK. And I got 3 of these in these dark purple. I wanted more of these, honestly. I put more in my cart, and then they're like, nope, you can't have 5. So I kind of want a sweater out of these. Now, obviously, there's only 3. We're going to have to mix it with something. But don't worry, I've got more stuff coming. So I'll be excited to show you those. So there's that. And then the last one was kind of fun. So it was a blind date with a book. So you picked what kind of book you wanted, and you got a skein of yarn and a book. And be upfront, for my color taste, the book is prettier than the yarn, which isn't something you would expect. So You'll never guess. Let's see, our options were cozy, mystery, romance, sports romance, contemporary romance, and romantasy. What do you think I picked, right? Romantasy. So, the skein of yarn it came with, is this. So it's a one of a kind, the 80/20. Very pretty skein. Not my color palette, but I realized recently that I shouldn't get rid of everything that's not my color palette because I knit stuff for other people. So, still gorgeous, and it's going to make a great pair of probably socks someday for somebody, or maybe something else. So very happy with it. But the book. Also, what's interesting is I just finished a book by this author. So, I got this. Fall of Ruin and Wrath by Jennifer L. Armentrout. And look how gorgeous this book is. I think my lighting's here, but it's got the blue here. This is just a gorgeous book. Like, it's so pretty. So I don't know what it has to do with the series I already read. I feel like the one I read is more like a young adult series, but, and I cannot even think of the name of the book that I read. I told you about it last week, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, so I will get to this book at some point. But isn't it pretty? And it's kind of got some shimmer to it. So yeah, that made me happy that I got that. So that is all the acquisitions. We've done that. I think that is a good segue into books. So I guess we're going to tell you what book that was I read, because I am looking that up right now. So currently reading Heralds of Valdemar, because that's what I do. Let's see. Oh, White Hot Kiss was the Jennifer L. Armentrout one that I finished. I am currently reading the Faith Hunter book that I was still reading last week. That's the physical book I've been reading. Then the Heralds of Valdemar, Mercedes Lackey book, kind of sort of been reading, whatever. Not so much now, because I was listening to Taurus Season by Bryn Weaver, and that expired because I just wasn't into listening to it. Sometimes I do better with reading the books versus listening. So I now have the ebook for Taurus Season, and I am, how far into it am I? And it's okay. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. It's a book. It's decent. It's interesting. I think I'm like 60% done with it. Kindle's taking forever to load. See? There we go. It's going to load now. 71%. So I'm getting closer on that one. So I've been reading that, watching nothing. I do have the TV set up and on a table so where it's close enough I can see. And I keep telling myself I'm going to watch something since I have access to Disney Plus and Hulu and all that stuff now. And right now I'm just struggling trying to keep up with people's vlogmases because a whole bunch of my friends are doing it. I don't have a list I'm going to put on here of that. I do have on, like when I watch somebody on my Vlogmas, I comment who am I watching so that way you guys can find them. But going to do me a favor and tell me who you're watching. Who's your main person, the one you don't miss every day no matter how life gets busy, or that you get sad when you miss. So tell me who you're watching for Vlogmas this year, because I am curious. I would love to add more people to mine, even if I may not get around to watching them quite yet. And everybody else will be able to see who everybody else is watching as well. So that would be really cool. That's it for this week. I mean, work has been work. It's December. December's rough for, I know, a lot of people's jobs and various reasons this time of year. So I do hope that everybody is making it through. Yesterday was a little bit rough, and then somebody told me it was a full moon, because if you're in a job where the full moon can affect things, it can affect things. I try to ignore that and just take it day by day, but sometimes it's nice to be able to assign a reason for a day, if that makes sense. I don't know. But okay, this one was kind of long and chatty, but you know, I had a lot to talk about today. So I do want to thank everybody for watching. I really do appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you're having a wonderful holiday season or just a happy Friday. And I will see y'all later.